Something that you can also do during the event is to take breaks. Build breaks into the event itself and your attendance at the event. So taking time to step out of, if it's a crowd, find a secluded place. A good way to build in breaks can actually be to take a lap around the venue that you're at. Oftentimes there can be different like little pockets at different venues that can offer different sensory experiences. So don't be afraid to remove yourself and take some space to check things out. See if there's maybe a different part of the venue that would be better suited to your needs at that point in time. And this one can be really hard for folks, but don't be afraid to use your sensory tools. That backpack that you packed up and brought with you, don't be afraid to use it. This is easier said than done, and therapy can actually be a really great place to process through some of the internal biases and responses that we might have to utilizing tools like this. It can also be helpful to plan ahead of just a couple coping skills that you might use if you do end up being too overwhelmed or overstimulated. So having kind of one in your back pocket that you can pull out at any time. Things like going to the bathroom and splashing cold water on your face, or stepping outside and taking 10 deep breaths can be really helpful in kind of just creating more space for yourself in the moment. And after the event, it can be really helpful to do some things to help us decompress. That might look like laying under your weighted blanket in a dark room in silence. It might look like getting a big hug from a loved one when you come home. It might look like calling up a friend. Anything to kind of reset our bodies and let our bodies know that, hey, I know that was really overstimulating. I know there was a lot going on. We are in now a safe environment where it's okay to let all of that stress out. So I definitely encourage you to give this coping sandwich approach a try. If you have other ways of managing sensory overwhelm that weren't mentioned in this video, feel free to leave a comment below to help some other friends out maybe. And if you have any questions, please also feel free to put them in the comments. I hope you continue to have a wonderful Pride month and year, honestly.